friends, welcome to part 3 of the CSS crash course for beginners. Let us start where we are left, and from this series I have a new setup also. So I am using an external monitor so that I can show everything in one. So this is my browser and this is my code editor. So in this part what we will do, we will start with creating a form and styling it. So let us create a form. So let me give this form, this action will come, we don't need this action because this is only for CSS, and we have seen in the HTML part that what this action is used for. So we are just concentrating on the style. So let me name it my form. Then after that, a div with class of form group. Inside this we will have level and the first one will be name, then input type text, as always name equal to name. So this one form group is there. Let me copy it 2 more times. So the second one will be email. Let the type be text only, or let me make it email. Then this one will be message, and we are not going to have an input box for this, we are going to have a text area for this. So let me change text area, and text area are not self-closing, so it is like this, and the name will be message, then and input type will be submit. Let me have a class name. Class will be button because we are going to style with this class name. Value will be equal to submit. So if I save this, see this ugly form will be there. Let me add some break rows at the end. Let me add a horizontal row here and a horizontal row here and a break row. So as you will see, this will be created. So let's move forward and we will start to style it. So we will target this my form class my form, and we will give a padding to it first, 20 pixel. Let me save it. So as you can see, the padding has been applied. So now what we will do, I will target the form group and I will add padding bottom to it, so that there is a padding between the form group and consists of this and this. So let me add some padding here also. My form dot form group padding bottom let it be 15 pixel. So yeah, the space is there now. So after that, what we need to do, this, as you can see, these levels are in the same line. So generally in most of the form you'll find in internet, this is in a different uh, line, this name, email, and after that it will be there. So what we will do, we will target this label. Now what is happening, this label is there and this text area and all these things are there. So they are inline element, this label and input, so they are appearing in the same line. So let me use my form and then let me target the label, and display will be block. So now all of them are in the different lines. So after that, what we will do, this we want to expand it to the whole line, this messages. So for that, we'll come to my form, input, we will target, then padding, let's give some padding 8 pixel with 100%. Let me save it, and this is what it happens. There is one error, although this submit is there, submit the button, we don't want it to be 100%, but it is targeting the button also, because button is also an input type, so we don't want to target the button. So I want to target this text and this email only. So let me come back, and this input, there is a type field which is known as, we can give like this, type equal to text. See, if I give only this much, see what will be targeted, only this text will be targeted, this email is not targeted. So what I need to do, let me copy this, and I can give multiple by comma. So by this, let me take it to a different line itself, and email, let me save it. So the email is also not targeted. Now I want to target this text area also, but text area is not an input type. We can directly target it like dot my form and then text area. So let me save it, and the text area is also targeted. So the form is already very beautiful. So everything is almost done, and see the padding is also good there. Okay, so the one thing which is remaining is to style this button, which by default is nothing. So let us target this button, dot button. First let me give some margin, .2 em, 0 means top down. I am giving margin. Let me save it. So this margin have come. See, some inbuilt validation have also come because we have given a type email. So let me give something, nabs@gmail.com. so it is gone, message, it is okay. So the margin we have given between this and this, 0.2 em. After that, the next thing I will give is padding, which is 0, 15 pixel, are we targeting the button class? Is there a button class? Yeah, there is a button class is there. So 0 15 pixel, 0 15 pixel. Let me save it. I don't know whether it is targeting or not. I will check soon. Border is none, text align is center, line height is 34 pixel. I've saved it. Yeah, it is doing it because the border had gone. Border radius 0.2 em, font size 1 rem, color will be white, and background will be burly wood. This is a good color, so I've saved it. And see, such a nice button. Let us add a hover effect also. Button hover. So this is how we give hover by using, this is known as a pseudo class. Background, let me give a form of red, E74B37. I got this from the internet only. This cursor pointer is very important property while hovering. Let me save it. See, when I hover over it, the pointer gets changed to a hand. This is because of this cursor pointer only. So we are done with this. So we are done with the form. So let's move forward, and now what we will learn about alignment and floating. So for alignment and floating, this is a very important way by which we used to work a lot till 2016-17, because there were no CSS grid or flexbox, which are still an advanced topic, and you will find this in many places, this floating thing. So let us move ahead for this floating, and what we will do, we will create three divs with block class, div dot block, and inside it let have a heading, the heading 1, then a p will be there, lorem 30 I think is sufficient. Yeah, 30 is sufficient. And let me copy it 2 more time. Let me change it to 2 and change it to 3. So when I save it, see, this is the normal flow, so it will come one after the other. These colors are coming because we have given color for paragraph tag, and all this are coming because of that. So now we want to, there is a CSS property known as float, by which we can float this element. So this is a normal flow, so we want to break the normal flow and float it. So we want to float all of them to the left. So for that Let us go here, and it is very easy. We just have to do a select our class block float left. We are making a 3-column layout here, which are quite popular. Width is 33.3%. 33.3% into 3, it is around 100%. So this is the way for each of them to have been floating to the left, and as you can see, we have a layout, a 3-column layout. But there is one thing. Okay, I forgot to do one thing. Let me do it. I put this HR after this, where it is. Yeah, see, I have a HR tag after this, so it should have come, but it is not coming. So why it is not coming? It is not coming because there was a big drawback in float. What it used to do, it used to mess everything. The whatever used to come after the float, it will disappear, it will not come. So the way to fix it is giving an empty class known as clear fix, or clear anything. So clear fix is nothing but, let me do it. But the trend, it is to give it the name clear fix. You can give anything a name, clear fix. Let me give the clear fix. Just an empty div you have to create after you have done the floating. So after that, I have to go back, and in my styles, clear fix, clear both I have to give. This both doesn't mean that this left, this both means we have to give both. So when I give this, see, our HR have come, HR tag have come, and everything is now as earlier. So this is very important to give this clear fix after every time we float something. So now what we will do, we will create a 2-column layout. This was a 3-column layout. Now we will create a 2-column layout. So let me move back to the index, and let me copy this or create a new one itself. Let me create a new one. Div, I want the ID. So how to give ID? Hash. This is a shortcut which I am using. Main, let me give it underscore block, and I will press tab, so it will create for me. Let have h2 again. Let have heading in it. Let have a p again. Lorem maybe 20 is okay. And I will have a sidebar div, again it will be an ID sidebar. Let not have a heading here. P lorem maybe this time also 20. So this is done, and we should not forget to add the div dot clear fix. So this we every time we have to add after we do a float in anywhere in the page. So this will come as earlier. So let me go to the styles. Let me have the main underscore block, it will float to the left, and the width will be 70% because it is the main block. And then the side bar, this will float to the right, width will be 30%. Let me save it, and it is coming correctly. Let me have a horizontal row here also after a clear fix. Okay, sometime you have to refresh it. So it is coming correctly, but what if I want some padding here and want some border here? What if that? So let me add that. I want a bit of padding of 15 pixel, and I also want a border of 1 pixel solid, a bit of gray. Let me add this in my sidebar also. So let us see how it is. And amazing, they have come down. So why they have come down? So what is happening here, by default there is a property known as box sizing. So the box sizing is content box. So we had taken the width 70% and 30%, and then we are adding 15 pixel here, 15 pixel here, so it will add to it. So it will not be 70%, now it will be more than 70% because it adds to it. So there is another way. This is by default, the box sizing is content box. So the property we need to write is like this. The property is known as box sizing, which is by default it is content box. You don't even have to take it. And the other option which you are seeing there by the auto complete is border box. So I will select this border box. Let me save it, copy it, and let me paste it here also. Now I will save it. Now see, everything is okay. Why it is? Because border box, what border box does, this width is 70%, this padding and the border will be included in it, not will be added to it, it will be included to it. So this will fix our issue, and our 2-column layout is complete. And by this completes our part 3. See you soon in part 4.